Hi, this is Mark Waid, writer of Superman Birthright, and you're listening to Krypton Report.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's the Krypton Report!
Host Tyler, and welcome to Krypton Report, a podcast dedicated to all things Superman, Supergirl. We're going to look at the Supergirl TV series as well as the Krypton TV series, anything that has to do with the characters in their world. Comics, movies, TV shows. We will talk about everything and anything. We are part of the Southgate Media Group podcasting network. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Krypton Report. You can also email us at kryptonreportpod@gmail.com. If you get a chance to go over to iTunes, Apple Podcast, please leave us a review to help us get better. You can find me personal at JTYPatrick on Twitter and everything else. You can buy a Krypton Report t-shirt at tpublic.com. Check it out. They have all sizes, colors, styles of shirts. Just go to tpublic.com and search Krypton Report, and you'll see our logo. And every time you buy a shirt, it helps support other podcasts from southgatemedia.com. Thank you. Enjoy the show. The following is a special Krypton Report experimental episode where James and I try to do something live so we can talk as we watch the show and commentate. But being that we have children, things don't always go according to plan. So enjoy.
Supergirl is starting.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Krypton Report. It's me and James and Solo. And we're
You'll
doing
hear my
different.
kids, Isabella and James, in the background.
James Jr. That's right.
Actually, James the Fourth.
I know. I was going to be like, not James Jr. as in Jim Gordon's son.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to try something a little different. We're experimenting with recording. We're going to watch it live together and try to record and commentate with this. And right now it's doing the recap of last week's. Now we're into the new episode. Starts off immediately with Rain kicking butt, doing her black siren thingy, which is, you know, just kind of interesting in itself.
Yep. With her purity power.
What the heck?
So I wonder what Lena's supposed to do with this Huron, what was it, Huron L?
Yeah, the rock of, I can't pronounce it, but it's, yeah.
Yeah, I still find it very interesting how it seemed like one of the ladies on Argo City, one of the council members, was part of the World Killer religion.
Yeah, she was one of the, for lack of a better term, the witches, they called them. Because, all right, double cape power right there on Rain. I still don't think Rain looks as BA as she could. Oh, injection.
Yep. I'd say Lena did something pretty fast there.
What's it doing? It's got her. Look, Solomon. It's like destroying. Oh, is it? Oh no, it's black kryptoniting her.
Oh no, seems like it destroyed Rain, huh?
Yeah.
Separated them, and Rain got destroyed.
And Sam's laying there naked. Poor Sam.
Yeah, well, that's the sad part about the CW.
Yeah. Wow, that was
yeah.
That was sweet and kind of anticlimactic. But I like the title card like this. I like the subtlety of it just slowly appearing.
Okay, got hit by Sorry.
It's pretty interesting. I was wondering when I saw the previews for this week last week, why Supergirl would be leaving Earth with Rain there.
Right. And I thought the same thing when I saw the trailer the first time. And my first thought was, maybe she defeats her at the beginning, because
It made me think of kind of like Batman Forever, where Batman decides to quit being Batman in the middle of Riddler and Two-Face's crime spree.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, and I mean that part of the movie I never got. I can understand, Bruce dedicating his life and eventually kind of, moving forward. There are stories like that. He doesn't do it, stories where he doesn't do it until the day he dies. But not when there's like actual supervillains on the loose, threatening innocent people.
So we have Supergirl talking with Lena, and we know that Lena was only basically putting up with Supergirl for the fact that they needed to save Sam. The fact. All right, good boy. Hey. And now Lena's done with her. And so Alex and Supergirl are talking, and she's telling her all about her mom still being alive in Argo City. Now, James, I know we touched on this a little bit before and stuff, that we're both like loving, if we were Kryptonians. But if you were on Argo City, wouldn't you have been like, hey, take me to Earth with you?
Pretty much. I mean, considering Argo City, the only way they can survive is the rock and it's literally a countdown to the end of your world again,
And also, I mean,
finding a new world would be pretty important.
Let's go to Earth, where they have magical, special powers. So, I think it's interesting how strong of a bond like Alex and Kara have. But it seems like their bond really didn't start until high school.
Yeah. Midvale was a very good episode.
Yes, it was.
So Smallville reminiscent. It was great.
Yes.
But yeah, their bond makes scenes like this. They don't have to explain so much to each other. They can kind of, play off each other because they know what each other is feeling.
And basically, Alex is telling Kara that it's okay if she wants to go back to her mother. Rain is gone. Once again, why not bring her mother to Earth? There's other.
Well, considering if you think about the other stories in the past of Kryptonians on Earth, it rarely ends well besides with Supergirl and
True.
Superman.
And technically, Alora's Astrid's twin, and everyone remember Astrid as being bad, and so.
The fact that she was recast, Erica Durance was brought in to play Alora. I mean, wouldn't it have been really cool if in the past that she would have played Astrid? Astra. Yeah, Astra. Yeah, it would have been really cool for her to be able to play Astra as well, and then be a different character in Allura, especially now that come to find out she's alive.
Yeah, it would have been really cool to see Erica Durance.
Well, she was busy with her other show as well when Supergirl did start, and they were filming in Los Angeles with CBS, and now, before they moved to Vancouver. So,
yep,
kind of a big trade up.
So Kara just offered Mon-El to come with her, because Mon-El was talking about rejoining the Legion now that the World Killer is done. And I'm like, that's kind of I think Mon-El should go with her. And they're all celebrating Supergirl's departure.
Mm-hmm.
So how does she explain to Lena and Sam, her only friends that don't know she's Supergirl, that Kara is leaving?
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Yeah, I was just having a kind of an interesting idea if a future season of Supergirl 4 or 5 took place in the 31st century with the Legion.
See, that'd be kind of cool. Like, maybe not the whole season, but like at least a couple episode arc, like even 6 episodes.
Yeah, maybe till the mid-season and then come back or something. But I mean, that would be pretty interesting to use more characters. I mean, Alex wouldn't be there, but John would still be there. They did talk about John being there in the future, that Mon-El would say hi to him in the future.
I still get sad how depowered John is.
Yeah.
See you on the flip side. Well, I mean, Mon-El's alive in the future, but
well, he could easily overshadow Supergirl if done right. So, I mean, I think the decades of maybe even centuries of not using any of his powers besides shapeshifting on Earth. Because how long has he been on Earth? Like 300 years?
See, I believe that. I'll take that.
A few centuries of not using his abilities might cause him to weaken, not stretching his muscles, not working his abilities.
And I like your fan justification. It makes. All right, so we're on our first commercial break. And if you're just joining us or whatever, you're like, what's going on? We're trying an experiment of recording live. And, I mean, it's crazy. Who knows? We got Solomon's here. James's kids are there. I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
Normally we do it late at night when at least my kids are in bed.
Yeah, Solomon never sleeps, I swear. So, what kind of news have we got this week? All we have is a bunch of rumors.
Yeah, the biggest news that I know of is the WW84.
Yeah, the tease that Wonder Woman 2 is going to take place in 1984. I don't think the title's going to be. Some people said the title's supposed to be Wonder Woman 84. I don't think it's going to be that, but that's going to take place in 84. Okay, that's cool.
What do you want?
You're supposed to get a new costume.
What?
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm interested in what kind of new costume she's going to get. I mean, Wonder Woman's had a number of them over the years, and they usually vary on what type of story they're telling with her.
See, I like the idea that maybe she tries to adopt a more Earth, or not Earth, a more U.S. or wherever she's at, English maybe base costume, and like stores away her as Amazon armor or something.
Yeah.
And tries to go with a different look. Like, what's the one, Wonder Woman 600 or whatever, where she has like the black leather?
Yeah.
I could see something like that, being that it's the 80s.
Yeah. She's definitely had some hit or miss ones, but I think actually I believe 600, yeah, I think that one was actually pretty good.
I just think it'd be kind of neat because it'd be like her trying to blend in. And then it makes more sense for kind of like, I don't know, like if she departs her costume like that, and then if that's, we get Wonder Woman 2, and it makes a lot more of an impact when she puts back on the Amazon armor in BVS.
Yeah. Which is really nice. They could easily write something else to help bridge Wonder Woman to BVS.
All right, we're back. More news to come on the next commercial. Nice little opening shot of the House of L symbol. Kara and Mon-El, if they just escaped the Divergent, which was a horrible movie, but whatever.
I heard they're good books. I've never seen the movies. The
My
last
thing is
movie
just-
didn't even go to theater.
Yeah, we
Last
can get
movie
into.
ever-
My thing is about the whole process of. All right, who is this? Sarah?
I can't wait. No, wait, no, wait.
Sarah, huh?
I'm thinking best friend. But she said parents, brother.
There I go. Wow.
But jumping back to, we saw, and I can't remember her name off the bat yet, one of the witches of the world killer, and the whole time it seemed like, in the evil fortress, which James always remembers the name, and I can't.
Fortress of Sanctuary.
There we go. It seemed like she was a projection, much in the way that Jor-El in Cal's fortress, but we found out, I guess she's alive on Argo broadcasting.
I have a feeling that, her religion, her agenda, the Rain story's not over. I mean, it was pretty,
yeah.
that was pretty quick to say she's cured.
I mean, I know they want to be hopeful.
And now we're on now we're to Guardian.
Oh, Guardian, there's Win. I
Why?
feel like this should have almost been like the season finale cliffhanger or something. Oh, Guardian shoots backward, plants some ball. You know what I'm saying?
Any hoops.
Like the idea of Kara going to live on Argo because she saved the world enough, like that could have more weight to it than I feel like they went with this.
You'd think James wouldn't have time to run around the streets as Guardian in the broad daylight, kind of being the head of Catco.
Right, like he probably have more luck being just a photographer. This guy's got a machine gun under his coat to the police officer. And there's Guardian, boom, with his shield. I'm still kind of bummed that, they didn't decide in this season to give Guardian his, his comic book accurate colors.
Right, like the blue and gold.
Yeah. So, dude, every scene of The Martians, of Marin and John are just awesome.
They have it.
Oh, something bad's gonna happen. Oh man. The Reach.
Interesting.
I feel like in these shows, there's certain things you don't just throw around like words. They have weight.
Yeah, kind of makes me wonder if the Reach is something they just named for this ritual, or if it has any basis.
Yes. Oh, gosh, this is awesome. Gotta feel bad for both of them. Like they're at a lose-lose situation.
Right. Well, it's nice to see Jean getting an arc in this season.
Yes.
He had a very minor one with the White Martians prior, and McGann, but she was in it for so little time that he really didn't have any kind of arc. I mean, his biggest arc was his reveal as John Jones before when everybody thought he was Hank Henshaw.
Yep.
Bye.
So a DDO assault rifle is what shot at Guardian. I love Wynn. I wish he got more. I just want Wynn to get a better arc. There's so many characters. I feel like I like the Jimmy and Lena relationship, but I feel like they weren't sure what to do with Jimmy, so they were like, we'll put him and Lena together. That'll create tension.
Right. Buddy him up with Wynn.
The two guys that love
and he has a girlfriend.
Yeah. Wynn's still single. And then there's Mon-El, the guy who won Kara.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool, that future tech he used to save the kids, to cure the kid of his sickness.
See, I love Mon-El this season, man.
Whoa.
Like, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, giant pieces of wood.
Oh, Kara saw somebody. She's dressed in one of those robes. Yeah, Mon-El is actually I like Mon-El this season. Last season he was, we were glad when he had to leave. But this season he gets to play a character who's had 7 years worth of experience. So, at least behind the scenes, he got to mature, and he gets to come back and play a more mature and intelligent hero.
I love it. Like I told Junia, I was like, we had to go through like douchey Mon-El to get this Mon-El. Like that's the arc.
Mm-hmm.
So other news that I heard, and this is rumors, and this is the stuff that makes me mad, is people are now saying that Ray Fisher is done being Cyborg because they're going to have Cyborg appear on Titans and then connecting to Doom Patrol. And I'm just like, okay, we have 2 Flashes. We have 2 Superman. We've had other characters, but those are 2 big prominent characters. Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't we have 2 Cyborgs?
Right. I'm trying to think of what con it was recently, but I thought I just heard something that Ezra Miller and Cyborg were both on stage for something, and they said that Cyborg was going to be in the Flash movie.
Yeah, I just think, you know what?
I'd be sad if Ray Fisher were not to be. I would be sad if Ray Fisher were not to be Cyborg moving forward. I mean, just Warner Brothers and DC is just like chopping their legs out from underneath them over and over and over again, which would be just awful. But he did an excellent job portraying Cyborg. He
did an excellent job because I came out caring about Cyborg, and going in, I was like, I don't care about Cyborg. And I watched that film and I walked out like, wow, I like.
I've been familiar with Cyborg through the Teen Titans all the time, but my biggest, I started getting back into comics and actually reading comics again with the start of the New 52. So, he's been with the Justice League for 7 years now in the comic books. You know, and in today's world, you know, he offers something that is essential to move some stories and plots forward, and to have some advantages.
You hit it right there. He is definitely a character with today's world that can be a big deal. Because, like, you think about him in the 70s, you know, like, oh, okay, that's cool. But now that everything's computerized and tech is everywhere, Cyborg's now, like, one of the most crucial characters of, like, infinite power with how much he can control and do. So I think it's neat, you know, like
I don't want Ray Fisher to leave, and if they don't want to use him for Doom Patrol or Titans or anything, I mean, bring on somebody else. We've got 2 Superman, we've got 2 Flashes. You know, there have been 2 Deathstrokes. I mean, they did. As they were building up the movie and the television universe, they made sure to say that the DC is a multiverse and we're embracing that multiverse. Well, if you're embracing the multiverse, why are you going to limit some characters here and some characters there?
Exactly.
Especially if they're already in, like Cyborg or the Flash. I mean, I can understand, you know, maybe not giving Superman his own show or Batman his own show. I mean, they want people to pay for the big guys, but
the character that, you know, DC has been accused of forcing down everyone's throat, Cyborg. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the more exposure and the more you give him, the better off you are. All right, Mom now hugging his new pal Val. The robots like Kel-X are moving the big wood away. I really like the outfits, like how the house symbols are like impressions on Allura and Sarah. Except, Kara, why don't you have one?
Right. Well, it doesn't look like every single character in the background has one either. So, but
the way they talked, it seemed like some of them were Kryptonian and some might not be Kryptonian. But
yes, we are.
So I don't know. Maybe we're still dealing with the ranked and the rankless.
Yep. A little bit of crossover there between our 2 shows, Krypton and Supergirl.
Hey, Superboy Solo, what you doing? Oh, Supergirl with the Legion ring.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping, like, you know, I think about like on Smallville and stuff, where the Legion ring was a time traveling device as well.
No.
You know, and we got these like time traveling tech over on Legends of Tomorrow, where they can open these portals and stuff. You're telling me like the Legion didn't figure out that kind of tech?
That's enough.
That, you know, a ship has to come get money now? You can't just pop to the future?
Well, you know, each version is different.
No.
I mean, the ring looks almost standard. I mean, I'm thinking the only difference is I think there's more black in the face of it than in Smallville. I think the Smallville one was more gold, but it was you could clearly see the impressions, but I'm not positive.
Yeah. So we just found out that the manufacturer of the weapons who made the weapons for the DEO made a civilian model of the gun as a hunting rifle.
I was going to say, that didn't seem like a hunting rifle. That was fully automatic. Usually only take semi-automatics hunting. I suppose unless you're going after a bear.
Yep.
And you need high amounts of ammunition.
I'm not stopping. No.
Oh, taking his business elsewhere. Catco magazine.
Interesting.
Interesting debate.
I guess that's obviously a commentary of today.
It's,
You know,
And I
everybody.
think
it's so.
yeah, you're right. It is commentary of today.
Hey, Clark name
Of
drop.
course. Yeah, we're both like, yeah, Clark, yeah. I think the hardest part, like with this show, is like something you don't think about in the comics, but for some reason on the shows, you're just like, where is Clark? You know, if Supergirl's dealing with this, where's Clark?
Yeah, I think they've done a pretty good job of, giving him a reason why. But honestly, I think the biggest reason why is Superman, especially where he is now. I mean, he's this revered superhero. Superman, and it was in Action Comics 1000 where he trusts other people to do a job when he is not around. And he trusts Supergirl to be able to do the job if he is not there or if he can't be there.
Yep. Exactly.
And that's, everybody has their own comics, but there's not always somebody coming over and helping out every time something goes bad. They're all
Exactly.
dealing with they're all dealing with their own stuff. They all have their own lives. Plus, that exact reason there, he has to trust people to do what he believes they can do. Otherwise, he couldn't have a life.
We just found out that Eve Tessmacher studied nuclear physics.
Oh, really?
Nice to see Miss Tessmacher back.
Every time I hear Tessmacher, though, all I hear is Gene Hackman.
Oh, I know.
Miss Tessmacher.
We need an Otis. That's what we need.
Hey, they brought an Otis in Smallville season 11 in the comics.
I know. I was like kind of excited, but
speaking of, I'm still hoping that maybe they want to move forward and do some kind of Smallville animated thing. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same reason I want to do. Oh, somebody's watching them. Oh, Kara saw her.
Okay, so we just faded out to our hooded person outside. They're all at a restaurant dining area. And my thing is, nobody has abilities on Argo. And cars getting violent.
Mm-hmm.
Not Scarecrow. Come on, Scarecrow.
So Kara's got to deal with the fact that she has no abilities. Like, I feel like that'd be more of an adjustment for her here.
She grew up normal, so she had to adjust to having powers. It might be somewhat easier to adjust to not having them again, unlike Clark, who grew up with them ever since he could remember.
Hey, So let's see. Any other news? Nothing I feel is worth talking about, to be honest.
No, there was the only other thing that I can think of offhand is they did a small Teen Titans Go featurette, trailer featurette type thing behind the scenes where they had the actors. It had some behind the scenes of recording them doing their voices, recording their voices for the movie and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I watched it.
We got Comic-Con coming up next month. Supposedly we're supposed to have, a good display for Aquaman and Shazam. So, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see as we hear more. But that's something I've heard. It's very believable,
Oh, absolutely. I think DC is going to be pretty big this year at Comic-Con. I'm sure they're going to have some announcements for DC Universe, Titans, Young Justice.
See, I fully expect some sort of trailer for Titans or Young Justice, and at least the announcement of when DC Universe is going to launch.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be something to look forward to. And I'm kind of like Titans. Like, I'm kind of bummed there isn't like Superboy. Maybe they're saving Superboy for season 2 or something. Because I really like the Young Justice way they brought in Superboy. So.
Yeah, I hope they have plans for Superboy. It'd be really cool to see Connor Kent in live action.
Yeah, I mean, we got the one very small, very quick episode with Superboy in Smallville.
Yeah, and they bought him like the Walmart T-shirt to wear.
Yeah, the black T-shirt with the red. Hey, but that's closer than poor Clark got to wearing a suit. Because, technically Superboy is just jeans and a black T-shirt with a red symbol. So,
yeah.
And we're back from the commercial break with the DEO. And they're looking for this gun. I like Alex's costume. Because it's subtle and awesome at the same time. We have Kara and Alora talking. And I love Kara, but sometimes I feel like she's a little too... I don't know what the word is. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm crazy. She seems very paranoid right now.
Seems very what?
Paranoid.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking to.
Talking to James, buddy. James and I are working on talking about Supergirl. I mean, I like the guy Erica Durance, though. It's sweet. Oh, like you said, I do wish they would have gotten her from the beginning.
Yeah, well, she was on Saving Hope, I believe, when they started Supergirl 3 seasons ago. And they were in Los Angeles at the time. I mean, at least when they did develop the show, they did get, D&D and Helen Slater.
Yeah. And I mean, I miss seeing them, too.
Yeah. I'm sad that they don't pop up more often. I mean, especially Dean Cain. I'm really sad that he just disappeared sometime during the Dax Night Cat thing, and it just he has not returned. Still like to see him come back as like some kind of brainwashed evil cyborg Superman.
I think they should get Justin Whalen to appear on an episode. I mean, just someone in the background. He played the second Jimmy Olsen on Lois and Clark. Like maybe like Jimmy's old college professor.
That'd be cool.
Let's just get a Jimmy episode. Like, let's get Sam Huntington in here too. Who, Sam Huntington played Jimmy on Superman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's,
I love that guy, though. So, I thought his Jimmy was great in Superman Returns.
I do, too. I do, too. That's like the one casting of that film that I can walk away from saying, you nailed it.
Yeah. I mean, Brandon Routh nailed what he was given. He just wasn't given much.
He was put in a hard spot because he was asked to play Christopher Reeves as Superman. He wasn't asked to be Superman or come up with his own interpretation. He was asked to be the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Yeah.
So, coming up soon is Superman Celebration. Sadly, James and I have hatched every plan we can come up with to get out of our responsible adult lives and go, but we haven't been able to find a way yet.
I mean, I got some side work coming this weekend, but I need to be here. But that's where money would come in, that I'd be able to go. But it kind of doesn't work out, seeing as it overlaps. And Chicago, Metropolis is only like, 8 hours away?
Yeah.
10 hours away?
It's like 8 hours, I think. Like, Junia and I did it, a day trip, and it wasn't bad. Like, it's a nice drive. So, I mean, maybe 10 for you. I'd have to, look at the map. But, I mean, we could knock that out.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure it's the location from Chicago, but how far away is Chicago? About 8 hours? Okay. So Chicago's about 8 hours, so I don't know its approximation to Chicago, but, I mean, you could easily figure that another hour to two, depending on, north or south.
Exactly. It is kind of weird thinking, out of all my shows, I still have Supergirl to watch. All my other shows are done. We've talked about the season finale, blah, blah, blah. And Supergirl, we're like, yeah, it's still here. Kicking butt.
Well, is it next week or it's the 18th, right? Is the final episode?
I think so.
We got 2 more episodes. Yeah, we got 2 more episodes. From this
sounds about close.
Well, I think it's 23. So all the CW shows had 23 episodes this season. So, and I'm pretty sure this one's 21, so that would make it 23.
Once the whole the superhero shows they change up, I mean, what's the CW gonna do?
I know, right?
I mean, they're already working on a Charmed reboot. Supernatural's not gonna last forever, though.
Yeah. Well, which is actually next season gonna follow Supergirl on Sunday night. Supergirl at 8 and Charmed at 9.
See, that's some cross marketing there. I mean, because Supernatural used to be with Smallville. They were together. You'd watch Smallville and Supernatural afterwards, and then Smallville ended, and Supernatural just kept going.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Supernatural, I just started. I watched a couple episodes of the 13th season on Netflix.
Yep.
So I started that.
Yep, that's the one show that Junia and I have sacrificed watching as it airs because we love watching it together. And with all the comic book shows, it's so hard to keep up. And then we just wait till it drops on Netflix and binge it.
Yeah.
I seriously believe that the writers of this season of Supernatural are people that have been a fan of the show and just got tired of them creating storylines and dropping them and screwing up ideas and decided just to fix things. Because it really feels almost like a retcon of other stuff that's happened.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm only I think we're on we just finished episode 9, which the next episode is episode 10, which is the Wayward Sisters one.
Right.
And you said you're a couple episodes in. One of my favorite characters from season 1, bro.
One of my favorite characters from season 1, who I said should have been back, appeared in this season.
Really interesting. I can't. It'll be interesting to see when I get there. As I said, I'm only like 2, maybe 3 episodes in.
All right, and Supergirl is back, and we're seeing the guy who's got the rifle, and we'll holster our supernatural discussion for when James and I launch our podcast, Carry On My Wayward Sons.
Yes, you'll hear more about Supernatural then, which I'm excited to get going.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay. So this guy is crazy. Like, I feel, okay, so
You got a duffel bag full of ammunition.
I don't want to get political, and I'm really not, but like, Arrow made sense when they tackled the whole gun thing. You know, that episode, like, they were trying to do a discussion, and I feel like this episode's trying to do the same thing, but I feel like it doesn't work as well with the characters that we have in the world on this show. I don't know. Like, I just feel like it worked so well with, I think, an Arrow. Like, it was a different kind of episode.
Yeah. But at least they didn't try this while Supergirl was on her.
And that is the one thing, like, that is something, you know. I like John a lot. I mean, what he's saying is great.
I mean, David Harewood, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill coming off of, what's his father's name?
Carl Lumbly.
Yeah, who did the animated series for one. I mean, coming off the animated series, I mean, that's impressive. It's always good when you get such a powerful role from a cartoon.
Yes. His voice is still the voice that I hear when I read Martian Manhunter.
And then Philip Morris from Smallville. I'm still waiting to see if he pops up.
Me too. What was it? What were we watching? Oh, we were watching a documentary, and he appeared on it and was talking. It was a DC documentary on villains. And I'm like, I'm really wanting him to show up as somebody, anybody, like maybe an old friend of Henshaw's or a Martian, a white Martian, you know, even if he's like the rival, you know, I would just love to see, you know, like the 3 Martian Manhunters in a shot together.
Right. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. I mean, what would be interesting is if for some reason he had hide and he shifted into Philip Morris.
Carr is at the Ohio Botanical Gardens where Sam and Dean met Joshua.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, I swear, if anybody out there who's listening, when you watch enough CW shows, when you watch Smallville, when you watch Supernatural, then you watch these, you start to pick up the same sets they use for the different shows. Yeah, they're lit different and shot from different angles and stuff, and things are changed, but after a while, you start picking up some things, and you're like, yep.
Well, the Queen Mansion was the Luther Mansion in Smallville. And
there's the famous hospital that was in Supernatural, Arrow, Smallville.
Yep. Heck, even I'm not sure where or specifically why, but even the Angel Grove High School in Power Rangers the movie from 2013 used the Smallville High School.
Yep. It's just because it's cheap to film in Canada.
Yeah.
You have to go potty.
This is one more reason for me to move to Canada.
Yes. I keep thinking.
I don't want to go colder usually, but.
Yep. I agree. I told Junia from like, man, I feel like if we went to Canada, we'd be like, hey, I know this area.
Hey, it can't be too much worse than Ohio, except for it doesn't get as hot in summer.
So,
We already get Arctic temperatures.
you have to go pee? Can you go pee? Go. Do you need Daddy's help? You can do it on your own.
You okay?
Why did Mono look like he's about to propose to Kara? I know you moved on from us because you never thought I'd come back, but here I am. Oh no, he's gonna say it.
Yeah, he's confessing his feelings to her, seeing as things are less complicated now that Rain is taken care of.
Keep talking, James. I'm listening, buddy.
Oh, I'm watching and trying to keep up on my subtitles.
On you and the midst of you just trying to acclimate here. I just don't want to hide things. Pretend like they don't exist.
After you left, I had a dream where I was walking down this path. Like this one. Peaceful, serene. You were there waiting for me. No, I wanted to whisper your being that you with me.
Oh, I can hear your broadcast a split second behind mine. Uh-oh, danger. Oh, doesn't look like she's powerless to me.
Hey, the beauty of recording live. Solomon. Well, they do have their powers. And they see the cloak. Okay, that was random. Why do they have powers? They bust her out. It is her. Unless it's one of those where...
Oh, did he? Oh, I guess we missed it. He gave her the Legion ring so she could fly.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I saw her with the Legion ring, but I didn't know why she had it.
No, that was something we missed with the verbal stuff that I can't hear with the headphones on.
Ah. Solomon. Good job, buddy.
But I got somebody else here watching it, and she told me.
Sweet. Hello, James' friend. I got that.
My mom.
Hi, James' mom.
Tyler says hi. Hi.
I got the caption up on mine. Solomon says hi to your mom, too.
Solomon says hi. Hi. Hi.
He went to the potty like a big boy. He came running out and told me, Daddy, I gotta go. So that's where we had to disappear to for a minute. So, but we were talking, let's see. Crap, I don't remember.
Well, we were talking supernatural.
I know. I was like, we got off on our supernatural tangent.
No, I'm excited to do the Man of Steel commentary coming up.
Yes, we are, for Father's Day. Because I mean, it's the 5-year mark, and I want to reflect on it because a lot has happened in my life in those 5 years.
Oh yeah, goldfish, Daddy.
Yeah, buddy. You know, what was going
5
on.
years this month.
Oh yeah, goldfish, Daddy.
And the movie was released as kind of a Father's Day
Oh yeah,
film. You know, the idea of Clark and his 2 dads. And, you know, it's also a discussion about nature and nurture. And which fathers will, you know, did he follow? So it's definitely really worth looking back on and discussing. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too, especially since it's one of my favorite. It's my favorite Superman movie. So.
And we're back.
Yes.
After everything Alora and Zora have done for the survival of this city, how could you betray that?
Thara is blaming the Cloak Girl.
We are the daughters of the night.
Oh, and she's emitting. Of Juru.
Oh, she named the.
And Selena is our high priestess.
Uh-oh.
But she helped me defeat.
She name dropped the councilwoman.
See, that's what I was wondering. Like, see, I'm thinking, what if there was something where Rain was taking out of Sam? Like I said, they black kryptonited her.
Mm-hmm.
Where Rain is now its own entity, and it's not, and the weakness, quote unquote, that is Sam, has been eliminated.
All right, everybody, gather around. I have an important announcement.
All right, John, what's up?
Yeah. It'll be kind. I mean, at least the character of Rain is quite different than the character of Doomsday prior.
Yeah.
I mean, they call him a world killer and things like that, but they still kind of, I mean, that's how Supergirl reached her, they still, even though they're willing to go to the extremes to cleanse and pacify everybody, but, it's still their duty to bring peace, even though it's from violent means.
The DEO is going to have non-lethal weapons.
Which side, Daddy? Which side, Daddy?
Some of them don't look very happy about that.
Which side, Daddy?
Well, I mean, they're fighting aliens and...
But I believe we can't have a lasting, important, and necessary impact on the world by doing this. Greatest strength in the universe lies not in war, but in peace.
Yeah.
Our agents of peace.
That's going to be very interesting.
Daddy, what's inside, Daddy?
We got like...
For anything.
I like how we got 4 minutes left, and this episode feels like it's still got a lot to kick us in the face with. So...
That's something my father told me a long time ago.
As I say,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't believe it's already been almost an hour.
I feel like this episode's kind of like the last one where they're just going to build into each other. So Lena's investigating the Black Rock with Miss Tessmacher.
Thank you enough for bringing me on.
Of course, Tessmacher has to go work for Luther.
Well, at least they're going to give her something to do.
Yeah.
It is correct. It's more than just a biological delivery.
Hold on. I'm about to get a rep.
Well, she said nothing is as it seems, so there's definitely more going on.
Yep. There's John and Marin. Solomon. Sit. That would be hard. Like, as a fellow dad, I mean, just the things that you look at differently when you go from being a son to being a father, too. So, like, there's so many things I look at as in my father and I, and now Solomon and I, and where that falls. Okay, I'm just going to throw this out here. Part of me, I've said it before, but I almost kind of wish something happens to Sam, and Alice has to take care of Ruby.
like blue.
But
It's kind of blue.
Alex wants to adopt.
Looking at adoption website.
Hi.
There's Sam and Ruby.
Yeah. Up.
Singing in the rain. Yes. And she drops a glass of water. While watching.
Yeah, what? But they cut away.
She just looked kind of stagnant.
Oh, this is Colville.
And now we have the cult leader guy staying in a field. Oh, Kara's ship is gone.
Killer symbol burning into a field on Argo.
The cult guy with his crystal as
So Selena came to Earth.
with her other minion.
castle into the ground. Oh, it's rebuilding the fortress of Sanctuary.
Solomon's humming the Superman theme song.
Here comes the trailer for next week.
And I'm kind of bummed that Sarah Douglas didn't stay around longer. Like, it would have been cooler if she got to stay around a little bit longer as one of the priestesses. All right, here we go.
Rain is dead. Prepare the sun. Bring us rain. Wipe out all humans.
Oh, holy crap.
Two episodes left.
2 episodes left, and there are 3 Kryptonians just trying to wreak havoc.
And that's my thing, is like, I get tired when the villains are always Kryptonian. Like,
Yeah.
but all right, man. Well, that was
Not Kansas.
You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Krypton Report. You can also email us at kryptonreportpod@gmail.com. If you get a chance to go over to iTunes, please leave us a review to help us get better. If you're an Amazon shopper, just remember you can go to southgatemediagroup.com. There's a portal, log into Amazon, and you'll shop into your account just regular, but it also helps keep all the podcasts on and helps keep Southgate running. Remember, look up in the sky.